I feel like Nikola's too unselfish, right? He gonna make the right play every single time. Like K can shoot over two people, Kai can shoot over two people and score. Nikola not gonna do that. He gonna pass it and believe that you're gonna make that shit.
Every single time?
Every single time.
I just laugh. That's all I can do. I mean, I can't be mad. Because he's good, man.
Multiple-time MVP, soon to be MVP again.
Nikola Jokic has dominated the NBA over the past years, cementing himself as one of the greatest players of this generation. With 3 MVP awards under his belt and another potentially on the way, Jokic has proven he's in a league of his own. His current form rivals the peaks of basketball's all-time legends, making this era undeniably the Jokic era. It's his league, and every other player is just playing in it. But what happens when one of the league's biggest stars steps up to share surprising praise for Jokic? What they reveal might just change the way you see the Joker and his impact on the game. The latest miracle Nikola Jokic has pulled off is something no one saw coming, transforming Russell Westbrook not only into a better player, but arguably saving his career. Westbrook is experiencing a renaissance at 35, playing some of his most impactful basketball in years, thanks to Jokic's unparalleled ability to unlock his teammates' potential. It's long been evident that Jokic elevates his teammates to new heights, but Westbrook has always been a special case. Despite playing alongside some of the NBA's biggest stars, Westbrook's partnerships often ended in disappointment. He pushed Kevin Durant out of Oklahoma City after years of frustration. His time with James Harden in Houston didn't make the Rockets contenders, and his stint with LeBron James and Anthony Davis in Los Angeles became infamous for dysfunction, exposing the worst in each player's style. Even the King couldn't reignite Westbrook's career. That's why Westbrook's praise for Jokic hits differently. It's not just respect, it's gratitude for a teammate who has reignited his love for the game and restored his legacy. Under Jokic's influence, Westbrook is now making winning plays, showcasing his strengths while minimizing his weaknesses. For the first time in years, he looks revitalized, thriving alongside Jokic. Their chemistry on the court resembles that of a seasoned duo. Here's what Westbrook himself had to say about playing with Jokic.
Man, he's the best player in the world. My job is to make the game easy for him, and he does it for everybody else. And it's a pleasure to be able to share the floor with him.
Westbrook openly acknowledges the way Nikola Jokic simplifies the game for everyone around him. Both Jokic and Westbrook are renowned for their ability to rack up triple-doubles and elevate subpar teams to competitive levels. For Russell, who knows firsthand how challenging it is to consistently raise the performance of those around you, Jokic's current dominance is nothing short of extraordinary. That's why it feels so natural for Westbrook to call Nikola Jokic the best player in the world. The debate over who the best player in the world is has become much clearer in recent years. While Joel Embiid managed to win an MVP award in a season many felt should have gone to Nikola Jokic, the gap between the two is evident. Jokic has consistently proven he is on a level unmatched by any other center, including Embiid. Whether it's his historic playoff runs, back-to-back MVPs, or his ability to elevate his teammates, Jokic has left little doubt about who's the best. Embiid may be a talented big man, but Jokic's dominance has set him apart as the clear standard in the league. While Embiid has occasionally thrown subtle jabs at Jokic through the media, he also knows when to give credit where it's due. Even Embiid, with all his accomplishments, has admitted that Jokic is dominating the league right now. Despite their rivalry, there's mutual respect between these two elite big men.
It's a monster. I saw what he was able to do last night. I was watching the game actually. I'm always watching. I'm watching every game, but he's a monster. What he's able to do on a basketball floor, really, it's crazy. From big man to big man is, I'm happy that, when you look at, who's dominating the league and really who the best players are, you really are big men.
Draymond Green, known for his defensive brilliance and outspoken nature, has reflected on the vast difference between the dominance of Jokic and Embiid, ultimately acknowledging that Jokic operates on an entirely different level. After careful observation, he's now firmly stated that Jokic is much harder to guard than Embiid. What's even more remarkable is the respect Jokic has earned from Green, who is usually more known for trash-talking his opponents than praising them. Green has openly admitted that Jokic's incredible skill set has made him a better defender, thanking the Serbian superstar for the challenge he brings to every matchup. This level of praise is rare coming from Draymond, especially since Jokic's focus is primarily on offense, while defense is Green's bread and butter. Green has also highlighted how unique Jokic is as a player, pointing out his combination of skill, physicality, strength, and toughness. For Draymond Green, Jokic isn't just a tough opponent. He's a truly special archetype of a player.
Just told him thank you for making me better. It's absolutely incredible to play against a guy like that. Incredible talent. Just told him thank you for making me better. It's an honor and a pleasure to play against someone so talented and so skilled. And you know, usually when you have guys that talented and that skilled, they're a little soft. He's far from soft. You know, he's an absolutely incredible player.
If the defenders who face Nikola Jokic can have this much respect for his game, imagine the appreciation from his teammates who directly benefit from his brilliance on the court. Michael Porter Jr. is one of the biggest beneficiaries of Jokic's offensive mastery. While Porter Jr. is a limited player, thriving mostly as a spot-up shooter without strong passing or ball-handling skills, playing alongside Jokic transforms him into an elite scorer who brings consistent value to the Denver Nuggets. Having spent his entire career with the Nuggets alongside Jokic, Porter Jr. has gained unique insights into who Jokic is, both on and off the court. He has shared glimpses into Jokic's personality during the offseason and in the locker room, providing a deeper look at the man behind the MVP trophy. Jokic is notoriously private with the media, so these glimpses into his life feel special. One of the most endearing things about him is his love for his horses back in his hometown of Serbia. It's almost comical how much he treasures them. Off the court, Jokic comes across as a laid-back guy, a stark contrast to the unstoppable force he becomes when he's dominating every team in the NBA. Damian Lillard has been on the losing side of Nikola Jokic's dominance for years. Recently, he took to social media to declare Jokic as the best player in the league. Interestingly, Lillard also brought Joel Embiid into the conversation, suggesting that while Embiid might deserve the MVP award, there's a clear difference between being the MVP and being the best player in the league. For Lillard, that title belongs to Jokic.
Joker might be the best player in the league, my boy. The best player don't always win MVP. I thought Embiid should have won MVP this year, but that boy Joker, boy, he might be the best player in the league. Watching him play and playing against him is like blood don't ever miss.
Lillard's praise for Nikola Jokic carries extra weight because he highlights Jokic's all-time great shot-making ability. As one of the best shot makers in NBA history himself, Lillard knows what it takes to excel in this area. He's absolutely right to emphasize just how remarkable Jokic's efficiency and precision are when it comes to scoring. Domantas Sabonis has often praised Nikola Jokic's passing and playmaking abilities, calling attention to how Jokic excels as a complete basketball player. While Jokic is a masterful playmaker, he also brings elite rebounding and the ability to score aggressively when needed, making him one of the most well-rounded players in the league. Sabonis is uniquely positioned to give this type of praise because his game also emphasizes playmaking and rebounding, skills that Jokic has elevated to an unmatched level. Adding another layer to this connection, Domantas Sabonis is the son of Arvydas Sabonis, a legendary big man from the 1990s who pioneered playmaking and floor spacing for centers. This legacy makes Domantas' appreciation for Jokic even more meaningful, as it bridges the evolution of this style of play across generations.
He just gets everyone involved. He gets everyone involved at the same time being aggressive, you know, and he's just a complete basketball player. You know, he does a bit of everything, so, I mean, that's basically what basketball is, so it's awesome to watch.
Last Christmas Day, the NBA delivered an unforgettable lineup of games featuring marquee stars, including a showdown between Nikola Jokic and Kevin Durant. These two had already clashed in a heated second-round playoff series earlier that year, where Jokic ultimately prevailed on his way to winning the championship. With a budding rivalry brewing between the Nuggets and the Suns, it's even more surprising to hear Kevin Durant heap praise on Jokic. What Durant had to say about Jokic is truly unexpected.
They're a physical team. They got arguably the best player in the world and top 10 player of all time in Jokic. So we got our work was cut out for us to start this game, but I like how we finished it.
Many NBA fans are still hesitant to place Nikola Jokic among the exclusive ranks of the top 10 players of all time. Ironically, a lot of fans and media members often rank Jokic on the same tier as Kevin Durant. It's always difficult to fully appreciate the greatness of an active player within the larger context of NBA history. That's what makes it so significant when Kevin Durant himself brings Jokic into these elite conversations. One active superstar who has long been in the greatest of all time conversation is none other than LeBron James. As one of the most celebrated athletes in any sport, LeBron has heard every possible compliment. What's far more uncommon, however, is for him to be the one giving out praise. But Nikola Jokic is a unique talent who has earned every bit of recognition coming his way. Jokic belongs to that exclusive all-time tier alongside LeBron James. And even LeBron has noted the similarities in their games. Both approach basketball with a vision and style that set them apart, something rarely seen in NBA history. When LeBron James recognizes this kind of greatness, you know it's special, and he doesn't hesitate to speak on it.
I know how great he is. I know how great Joker is. There's certain guys in this league that play the game a certain way that I like to play the game as well, and he's one of them. Where you are always off balance when you guard a player like that because of his ability to score, rebound, shoot. He sees plays before they happen. There's not many guys in our league like that.
To truly appreciate how special Nikola Jokic is at running an offense, it helps to compare him to other stars in the league and how they create plays for their teammates. One example is Anthony Edwards, a talented player who often struggles with consistently making the right pass. Edwards, however, has openly praised Jokic for his incredible ability to always make the correct play and elevate everyone around him. As division rivals, Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves have faced off against Jokic and the Denver Nuggets many times. Through these battles, Edwards has experienced firsthand the brilliance of Jokic's playmaking. Despite being on the receiving end of Jokic's dominance, Edwards continues to praise Jokic in media interviews, acknowledging just how remarkable his skill set truly is.
I mean, he got the best player in the world, and he's got the ball the entire game. So anytime you make a mistake, he sees it. So, I mean, it's hard to beat that.
No matter where he is on the court or what situation he's in, Nikola Jokic always seems to make the right play to help his team win. His ability to excel in so many different offensive sets makes defending him nearly impossible. For a deeper understanding of what makes Jokic so effective and how to possibly slow him down, it's worth listening to insights from the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr.
I mean, you just don't know what you're going to have to deal with. He might be bringing the ball up. He might be in a get everybody involved kind of mode, but if he gets in the post, it's hard to deal with him. If he gets to his spots in the floater, and then he hits you with a three ball, he kind of has everything. So you just have to make it hard for him. You're not going to hold him to 0. You're not going to really hold him to 15, but you try to get the win. But if he's playing, smooth and you make him comfortable, it's different.
Jaren Jackson Jr. has often been tasked with the nearly impossible job of containing Nikola Jokic's offensive dominance. As the opposing big man and a defensive anchor, Jackson knows the challenge all too well. Yet even the reigning Defensive Player of the Year has admitted there doesn't seem to be a solution to the Nikola Jokic problem. Whether it's an efficient shot or a perfectly timed pass, Jokic can punish defenses from anywhere on the floor. Not even the league's best defender can confidently say he can stop him. We haven't seen a player dominate the offensive end like this since Steph Curry's prime. With age catching up to Steph, it's become harder for him to match Nikola Jokic's complete control of the game. After a tough loss to the Denver Nuggets, where the Warriors blew a significant double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, Curry's frustration was evident. When asked about the loss, his explanation was straightforward. Nikola Jokic is just that good.
I mean, obviously against them, it happened a couple times last year too. It's tough one to swallow because we played well enough, even with our kind of dry spells and boneheaded turnovers. We still had enough, to have a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter and lose. I don't know the answer to the why. Jokic is good.
Despite consistently finishing behind him in the MVP race, Luka Doncic has a clear admiration for Nikola Jokic that he doesn't show toward any other NBA player he competes against. This connection likely stems from the many similarities they share both on and off the court. Coming from the same region of Europe, they've faced similar challenges in adapting to American language and culture. On the court, they dominate not through peak athleticism like many of their peers, but by combining incredible strength with unparalleled skill. Both are not only two of the greatest scorers in the league, but also among the best playmakers in NBA history. Over the years, this mutual respect has blossomed into a genuine friendship. There are countless clips of them joking around, whether during All-Star Weekend or exhibition games in Slovenia. For Luka, it's Jokic's humor and laid-back demeanor that he appreciates the most, making their bond even stronger.
I mean, it's great. It's always fun with him. Of course, he's an amazing basketball player, but he's a great guy. That's what I love the most about him. Just always joking around. He's just a simple and very amazing guy.
When discussing Nikola Jokic's game, Luka Doncic doesn't hesitate to call him the greatest basketball player in the world right now. This statement carries even more weight considering Doncic himself is in the conversation for that very title. What's particularly interesting is how Doncic highlights the difference between the respect Jokic receives from players and coaches compared to how overlooked he was by the media for so long. From the start, everyone who has played against Jokic, players and coaches alike, recognized his unique talent. However, it took time for the media to fully appreciate his greatness. Today, it's refreshing to see Jokic finally receiving the widespread recognition he has always deserved.
Well, I think everybody knew him before. Maybe not because he's not really on the media stuff a lot. But all the players, all the coaches know how special he is. Everybody knows how special he is. So, like I say, I think everybody knows what kind of player he is. And he's right now probably the best basketball player in the world.
Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic are prime examples of NBA stars who dominate the game without the elite athleticism often seen in other superstars. Even players like Paul George, who rely more on skill and technique rather than sheer athleticism, have acknowledged how Jokic dominates his matchups through his unique style of play. Jokic's game is built on an unparalleled basketball IQ. His ability to read the floor, make the right decisions, and execute with precision sets him apart. This level of basketball intelligence isn't something that can be easily taught, which is why Jokic remains unmatched every time he steps onto the court. While fans might miss some of the finer details of his brilliance, students of the game, like Paul George, find Jokic's decision-making absolutely mind-blowing.
It's crazy because he's not by any means the athletic guy on the floor, but he just knows his game. I think he's a player that just knows who he is on that court. And you put a small guy on him, he punishes him. Somebody his size, he uses his smarts and wits. It's a tough matchup, and it's one that we failed to figure out so far. But I was blown away.
The superstars of today's NBA have spoken, and their message is clear. Nikola Jokic is unlike anyone else in the league. It's hard to argue with their claims that he's the best player dominating the game right now. From fierce rivals to close teammates, everyone seems to be in awe of Jokic's greatness. The league's best defenders admit they have no answer for him. Legends from the NBA's storied history are already placing him among the all-time greats, and when it comes to his personality, those who know him can't stop praising his humility and humor. The NBA is in a unique era, witnessing a one-of-a-kind superstar who commands respect and admiration from everyone around him.